Consecutive game as Curry hits the
about the officiating. That would have
across the NBA the last, and he stepped out of bounds.
So the great rebounder, they can get away with it.
Defending him on the step back. Just
of him. That was a tough shot.
And since the injury, able to win despite not having. And it falls up. Loose ball. Curry tracks it down. Shooting under 40%. Just Hartenstein downhill.
Hartenstein, and then
this up Curry and All-Star for the 10th time. Brunson.
Guys that just take a little bit longer. He's been tremendous. They just do. It's the nature of the game. But when they
with the Warriors last year, missed the banker with the Knicks. Kuminga. Brunson will try the three. Gets past Hart, no easy task.
Well, in the paint, as any player in pound for pound in the league is lower by
30 per game to pass Barkley for either team. Mid-range, Kuminga.
Now he's developed that little mid-range. What is it? A few weeks ago, they've been
winning those games as Hartenstein has
to defend. Yeah, 100%. Should have drafted Brunson. So another big mistake
with him. And you can even see as for starting his career in Dallas, they did it.
It's tremendous.
Here's Kuminga. Was drafted 7th over, but
Kuminga's been tremendous.
Curry throws it away.
They started Precious Achiuwa and Hartenstein, and they've been Knicks getting a lot of different quality looks.
Missed the first tip and the second. Timeout by Denver at Minnesota. That's a huge game. Mentioned no OG Anunoby tonight.
So they wanted to tread lightly.
Why have they been so good since
Anunoby's pretty good, and so that's really the reason.
At the end of December. At the line, Kuminga gets the roll.
This team is, you get down on this team.
Thompson's part of the second unit. Thompson's three, no great skip. Hart three, not there. Thompson penetrates, and the ball. Nice 11 points per game. He's at 4 consecutive.
And he's no comment. Finishes easily.
Son of Dale Davis.
A bit longer. Here's McBride getting another good look. He's Chandler, DeAndre Jordan. He just everywhere he
good pass to Wiggins. Games it's being acquired in a trade with the as Burks misses for the foul. Here's Paul from deep.
Can't leave him open either. I mean he's
now in his 10th NBA ball falling away. Doesn't get
start the game and then our movement without.
How are you able to disrupt one day and stuff like that?
But you saw that graphic. Is this Knicks team? They have the best record in the league.
It's a toughness.
Bermuda baseline. Shot clock at 4, and Burks is 5.
With Pajemski and Trace Jackson-Davis.
Yep.
Now those were, I'm not joking. Those were two for a team that's trying to win.
Driving, gets to the rim, missed the light. 11 points, 4 teams in a row. And then Days of Studio Games Monday. Well, I did notice how much better you got. Here's Burks, little off balance. Thompson leaning in. Miss McBride, he'll take the three off the dribble.
Defense, the worst. There's
Bogdanovich into traffic, tried to slide. Thompson catch and shoot on the deep tournament to the conference finals last year.
Final 4
back in 2021. Just standing as Moody's three ever he's had and a half.
Yeah. When I was here, the bench was.
There's Curry, the floater. Go air, fires to the corner, 3 on the way.
No matter what time he's going to get it, they're not going to let their foot off the pedal.
Here's Bogdanovich catch and shoot. Same stuff there by the Knicks. Paul wide open.
Make that shot, but he caused that shot. Look at himself. You don't need to add on to it.
16 points and hit 11. Now I say that he gets trying for his first field goal. There it is.
Again, they've been doing a nice job. That was
4th 3 on the season. Now McBride on him, but scored 0 for 3. Kuminga returns for the Warriors. On the Knicks as well, so that's a warning.
But for someone else, it's having a tough.
Noon Eastern time. Into the front court, goes to the left hand, missed the bounce pass to Pajemski. Good recovery. Brunson for 3, and it's good. Kuminga inside gets the. Carmelo Anthony was the last Knick. Brunson got rid of Wiggins. DiVincenzo for a 3, and it's.
He recruited him. He could see it in college.
Curry's 3-point numbers, but he's got pick of the first round by Utah the year he came. And 1 of 5 for 3. Excuse me, 18-14 winning 4 straight. Payton saves it. It ends up. Every left, he's going to save him. That's about what he averaged a year ago. This one hard has to put Warriors protecting the ball much better. They figures Curry stripping again. The remaining in the first half here. Tough shot, couldn't get it. That did look like a foul. I thought that was hesitates, fires, connects by the defense. Brunson penetrates. 15 now in the half, the second quarter. Meanwhile, there's Curry. Blow by, hangs, can't finish. Attached for a while. They had 20
hand, but imagine a left-handed over.
From the Warriors in that second quarter, didn't happen. He said the 6th seed is probably
Phoenix. Dallas 7, Phoenix. Got a win on the road twice because they lose the tiebreakers.
For sure, no argument there.
Against the Lakers, so it's his second game.
Great confidence. He's 28 games since.
What they have for DiVincenzo. Oh, what a great move on Green and reverse. Here's Wiggins.
TV.
You're just so losing players ever do that to you when you were.
Yes, right? We just validated.
Eifberg and J.J. Redick says, I'm too old.
Your opinion. So what?
Hartenstein picks up the 23 points against the Lakers. Hart for 3. Turn and fire. Curry has mastered that shot, although tried to start it up again. Do off the dribble, seemingly.
Impossible to guard just because the angles he created.
Air sometimes. Nice pass, Steven.
Just to bet. I may go with it.
Thompson just 3 points in the first half.
More important what Steve told him when you're forcing it. It seems like he's relaxed.
What a look by Hartenstein. And with him. Nice pass by
Off each other. And Clay's been a much
offensively. Brunson, fourth has to be in the conversation. Doncic, if you put him at guard, you could also put him at.
Uji's been out. Mitchell Robinson's.
And as DiVincenzo misfire.
I played the whole first half. He's still crashing.
His man goes to the left and gets
every year at it.
And missed it. The tip though from Jackson. 5 of 5 shooting in 11 minutes. Hoosiers. McBride mid-range. Jackson Davis.
When they play that kind of defense, they're.
Feels like it's going to come to tiebreaker. Side. Brunson hoists from the corner and it's off balance. Won't go. There again.
Hands. Great awareness around
The march and has 6 in this game.
Got in ready to play for a team that's
3 drives and gets like a dunk, but he gave it up. Brunson looking to answer. 6 right now.
That injured a player. Obviously, Gary's range points, got 9 points on threes. Now
last year, they did win a series for the Handle and NOV OBT. Brunson's came back clean, according to Tom Thibodeau. Has came even to get back on the court practicing. And
everybody over there have done a great job building the
Julius Randle. Back on January 27th. The player, the block by Jackson Davis. Achua hits the first free.
It's coming off the bench.
You had getting a breather. Thompson trying to pick up the third for Clay. Going to say was fouled. So a career high now for Miles. It would appear at this point.
up here in the 4th.
Everything. One quarter, we're going to have to play a lot better. Too many breakdowns in other areas.
Them to hang on, I still think.
Tom
grab the edge.
24 minutes in the first half in a regular. It's McBride and Hart. Chris has in double figures tonight off the bench. McHiggins.
From this game.
Taken away. You got to wonder, is fatigue. Thompson, the lob, Jackson Davis does give a rest. A step back 3 against Green.
Lost the handle.
No, played those since early December. Another
stay in the whole way through.
Tough shot, Chris James. They're at Denver third.
From 3, and that's
from 3. Underneath, Hart lays it in. Here's Katie.
Obviously, with the injuries, his role has changed.
Played at Villanova. Now in his 7th NBA. Donovich penetrates down the lane, scoops it.
They need him to finish this. And by the way,
here's Curry firing away. Stops, pops.
For the Warriors on the glass. In these tight games, especially lethal closer, especially on. It's not.
Brunson has a block shot on Kuminga. As Brunson drives. Brunson lost it.
That's one thing you see players doing when it's
getting in 27 on the season. 4th in the prize. Just a game under 5. One way to punctuate a triple-double, but he missed it.
The defense has gotten a lot better.
Gone down. As that rolls around or something. Warriors only have 2. Is the under 500 at home.
The tension on the shooting that they just leave.
Curry. Brunson puts it up. And here's Curry. No.
So it is somewhat surprising to
combine. And but kept the strong dribble. Here's a lob by Green.
Right, the worst is when a player does it.
Knicks aren't going to use the timeout there. Brunson 34 points. 23 points. Puts up a 3. And Curry just 2 points here in the 4th. Knicks in command. Going to come challenge. Wiggins fouled the game. And McBride getting the start was to McBride. Pulls up for 3 in transition. Drills.
He's done everything but make his 3.
Gets the baskets. So 5 career trips. Missed it twice.
They're holding to 104 at home here.
Hartenstein. Missed it.
Not force anything.
Brunson's 3. Hart. I mean, that's the other thing. Hart has played the 7. The Warriors lost 2 straight. Wrap up the homestand. Lane underneath. Hartenstein with
Knicks right now, and that thing to get out
twice, so a chance to maybe make up some ground there. And there it is. That'll put Brunson
come April.
a couple times tonight about just
to explain some of the inconsistencies same players.
Foul on Green. Tom Thibodeau earlier. That's the other thing. The Warriors are at full in the NBA. We showed you as a ride. Little exclamation point. Wiggins missed.
Got the start. Played what 46 minutes.
The bench kept the Warriors attached for a while. They had 20.
Curry's is hard with a right hand, but imagine a left-handed over.
You know, guys, we saw more urgency from the Warriors in that second quarter to the season. Let's go on a run. Who knows what can happen? He said the 6 seed is probably
6. They're 2 back of Dallas and Phoenix. Dallas 7, Phoenix.
Get 1 loss.
Right, and if you're 10, you got to win on the road twice. Orlando, it's important they stay ahead of the Magic because they lose the tiebreakers.
Ever to play, best shooter ever to play for sure. No argument there.
Games with an ankle injury, came back Saturday against the Lakers, so it's his second game.
Last year, so I was watching it. He's just playing with a great confidence. He's 28 games since ranked.
That your number's going to go up when you get the chance, but they have for DiVincenzo. Chris. Oh, what a great move on Green and reverse
this job at the rim going underneath it.
Here's Wiggins.
To him and talk on TV.
You're just so multi.
He didn't touch you.
Did opposing players ever do that to you when you were,
they want to make sure they're right, I guess, right? We just validate them.
Ron did when he came over to Mike Green, Doris Burke, and J.J. Redick and said, I'm too old.
Okay,
he wasn't interested in mine.
Why did he not want your opinion? He's admitting it, right? Sure, he's saying, yeah, I did. So what?
Hartenstein picks up the... He had 23 points against the Lakers. Pass, Kuminga kicks it out to Hart. Hart for 3. Turn and fire.
Kuminga did a good job contesting.
Curry has mastered that shot. Although it puts on the brakes and then tried to start it up again. Jalen Brunson cannot do off the dribble, seemingly.
See him up close. He's almost impossible to guard just because the angles he creates.
Pace changing hands in midair sometimes. Nice pass, Steven.
First half. I mean, if I had a chance to bet, I may go with Thibodeau.
Cooking in for the first time in the second half. Thompson just 3 points in the first half. Went to the bench. How it would go.
Well, I think more important what Steve told us. I know nobody can play that way. I mean, when you're forcing it, it seems like he's relaxed
from the field. 45% from 3. What a look by Hartenstein. And trying to get free, but DiVincenzo hanging with him. Nice pass by
unit. They've developed that a little bit, playing off each other. And Clay's been a much
to guard the best guy out there offensively. Brunson, 4th awards. Jalen Brunson has to be in the conversation. Just Alexander's a lock. Maybe Doncic, if you put him at guard, you could also put him at
OG's been out. Mitchell Robinson's.
And they're only 3 back of second as DiVincenzo misfired on a play.
I mean, the guy played the whole first half. He's still crashing.
9 assists in this game. Curry gets past his man, goes to the left, and gets...
And he is this guy, again, gets better every year at it. And,
Curry down the middle of the lane, and missed it. The tip, though, from Jim.
Easy tip.
10 points on 5 of 5 shooting in 11 minutes. All-America last year for the Hoosiers. McBride mid-range. Lawrence takes it in. Missed the layup. Jackson Davis.
Those are good contests, and when they play that kind of defense, they're...
Feels like it's going to come.
Close it is. Right? And it could come down to tiebreaker.
Shot clock down to 5. Brunson hoists from the corner, and Thompson off balance, won't go. There again.
He's got a feel for that. I mean, he's just got great hands, great awareness around.
He's averaging about 7 rebounds per game in the month of March, and has 6 in this game.
But that's the benefit. He's stepped in ready to play for a team that's...
Josh Hart fakes the 3, drives, and gets...
What you do on that one?
Jackson Davis looked like he had a dunk, but he gave it up. Golden State back within 6. Brunson looking to answer. Jalen Brunson has 26 right now.
The landing spot, I mean, that can injure a player. Obviously, Gary's 8 points. He's got 6 mid-range points, got 9 points on 3s. Now he's...
The next step is the playoffs, and last year they did win a series. They're a path there. Obviously, the health of Randall and Anunoby will be key. Brunson's back in New York, had an MRI, came back clean, according to Tom Thibodeau. As Julius Randall, still no timetable for him even to get back on the court practicing.
Leon Rose and everybody over there have done a great job building. That's pretty good.
And obviously Julius Randle, before he hurt the shoulder against the Heat back on January 27th, he's been an available player. The block by Jackson Davis.
They got a little system going.
Achua hits the first free.
Two good NBA players not playing huge minutes coming off the bench. You had
Curry getting a breather. Thompson trying to pick up the for Klay Thompson. 9 points here in the third for Klay. Points in the third after 19 in the first half. And they're going to say he was fouled in 2021. And a Tom/league pass. So a career high now for Miles.
and Harden. They're going the whole way.
It would appear at this point.
By State Farm. Steve, what do you guys need to tighten up here in the fourth?
Everything. So that was not a disciplined quarter. We're going to have to play a lot better. Done is we haven't put them to the line, but too many breakdowns in other areas.
We'll see what. This is going to be tough for them to hang on, I still think. Top start of the fourth. We'll see which team can kind of grab the edge.
I mean, just two teammates to play all 24 minutes in the first half in a regular.
Keep wondering where that's going to show up.
And that was sloppy for sure between McBride and Hart.
In the entire NBA.
And they have three guys in double figures tonight off the bench. Wiggins with the Lakers.
Like I said, all these games, huge impact from this game.
And has it taken away. You got to wonder, is fatigue. Thompson, the lob, Jackson Davis. So Tom Thibodeau does give a rest, 29 points. Trying to step back three against Green.
A lead to cut it to 2, and Draymond just lost the handle.
No, Mitchell Robinson getting closer. He hasn't played those since early December. Another
minutes for Brunson, so he expect him to stay in the whole way through.
Tough shot, Chris. 4-game road trip. They won the first 2 games. They're at Denver third
to shoot a little bit, and he just had these 0 of 4 from 3, and that's
5 from 2, 3 of 6 from 3. Underneath, Hart lays it in.
But Thibodeau has no problem doing it.
Here's Katie.
Game, you see that in his stats. He said obviously with the injuries, his role has changed.
Oh, he's a champion. Played at Villanova, now in his 7th NBA. Shot clock down to 4. Bogdanovich penetrates down the lane, scoops
24-ish, so he could. They need him to finish this. And by the way,
he's not turning around.
Not doing it.
Here's Curry, firing away. There's Brunson, driving on Paul, stops, pops.
Just causing a lot of trouble for the Warriors on the glass.
Last 3 games for Jalen Brunson.
In these tight games, especially of a great team, but Jalen Brunson has become a lethal closer, especially on. It's not
stamina, mental toughness as well that Brunson has. A block shot on Kuminga. Not sure there was a foul there on Kuminga as Brunson drives down to 5. Brunson lost it. Numbers for Golden State. And
they are going to get it in. So that's one thing you see players doing when it's
trying to win their 5th in a row on the road. They're 40-27 on the season. 4th innings with the Bulls. It's been a bit of a surprise. Just a game under 5 is foul. That would have been one way to punctuate a triple-double, but he missed.
Both these teams, now they're having trouble scoring. The defense has gotten a lot better.
And his efficiency has not gone down. As that rolls around, in case you need an advance late or something, Warriors only have 2, is where they've struggled. If they would lose, they'd be under 500 at home.
When he comes out there, there's so much attention on the shooting that they just leave.
Here's Brunson driving on Curry. Brunson puts it up, and 4.5 to go. Here's Curry.
No, he's usually making a lot of those shots, so it is somewhat surprising to see.
They had 6 the first 3 quarters combined. And Curry almost lost it, but kept the strong dribble. Here's a lob by Green.
Well, you gotta. Right, the worst is when a player does it.
And obviously, with only 1 timeout, the Knicks aren't going to use the timeout there. Jalen Brunson, 34 points at 4. Here's McBride, career high 23 points, puts up a 3. Yes. And Curry just 2 points here in the 4th, scored here in the 4th. Knicks in command. He's got the steal. McBride going to come challenge. Wiggins fouled. Wiggins 2 for 2 at the line in the game.
Fouls come how they come.
And McBride getting the start was in the midcourt. Gets it across to McBride. Thompson pulls up for 3 in transition. Drills.
But Hart has done everything but make his 3.
Hart gets deep. Gets the basket. Triple-double. 10 points. So 5 career triple. Wiggins there to clean up. Missed it twice.
This is a good Warriors offense. They're holding to 104 at home here.
Here's Hartenstein. Missed.
Good decision probably there to not force anything.
Some of the shot clock at 7. Brunson's 3. Curry trying to get free from Hart. I mean, that's the other thing. Hart has played with the clock stopped. Chance to get it down to 7. The Warriors lost 2 straight, and then they'll play the Pacers to wrap up the homestand. Brunson into the lane. Underneath, Hartenstein with
just basketball decision makers out there for the Knicks right now. And it will be hard for this Warriors team, I think, to get out.
They do have Dallas twice, so a chance to maybe make up some ground there. They get it across, and there it is. That'll put Brunson.
What are you going to be playing like come April?
You touched on this, a couple times tonight about just
all over the place. So it is hard to explain some of the inconsistencies from some all-time Hall of Fame players.
And a foul on Green. Back the quickest, just talking with Tom Thibodeau earlier.
These are full health.
Right, that's the other thing. The Warriors are at full year. Most in the NBA. We showed you as a first quarter in the NBA. Here's McBride. Little exclamation point. Wiggins missed.
McBride, tremendous game for him. Got the start, played, 46 minutes.